huge win for the Ottawa Senators. But they wouldn't be in this position, third in the division, if it weren't for the play of Leevi Meriläinen and Anton Forsberg. These two have been nothing short of tremendous. So we went and we looked at the stats, and I didn't count the game where Ullmark got hurt. I don't think that's fair to Meriläinen coming in cold like that. So since the day after that Edmonton game, basically since the Christmas break, you could also call it, the Ottawa Senators have had the third best goals against average in the National Hockey League and the second best save percentage. I would have been comfortable if they were middle of the pack, 14th to 16th. But what those two have done to keep Ottawa not only in the mix, but leading the pack of the middle teams, you cannot give them enough credit.
Yeah, it's been amazing, Ross. And they've essentially saved this season. Like, I feel like that's kind of fair to say. And it's an interesting tale of two goalies, too, right? Like, you have Anton Forsberg, a guy that struggled at the start of the season. And a lot of Sens fans that kind of written off and were just saying, we don't care what happens to him, just get him out of here and get anyone else in his stead. And he finds a way to stabilize his game and has been playing really great as of lately. And then you got the Finnish firewall, an unnamed prospect or an unknown prospect in the 2020 draft that, Ross, we dug up our old tweets. We tweeted this is going to be a project goalie, and he's a long way from playing in the NHL, and it hasn't been that long, and he's been dominant when he's been playing. So for these two guys to figure out ways to get it done and to hold down the fort while Vezina winning goalie Linus Ullmark has been out, has been absolutely amazing.
And it's a credit to the team, too, playing strong defensively. But these two in particular, I mean, you just got to show some love. Leevi Meriläinen, 7-2-1 since Ullmark's injury with a .938 save percentage and 3 shutouts, a 1.7 goals against average. He's been phenomenal. And for Anton Forsberg, it's a 4-3-1 record. His goals against average is 2.67 with a .902 save percentage. But Pilsy, it didn't start well for him during that streak. Recently, a lot better. He's won his last 3 starts with a .923 save percentage over those 3 games. So he's really calmed himself down in the crease. He's not allowing that bad goal every game that kind of puts you behind the 8 ball. He's been stopping the stoppables, and he's made some nice saves to boot. But with Meriläinen, like, these are Hamburglar numbers. I had to look it up to double check. Leevi Meriläinen's goals against average, 1.7, is actually better than Andrew Hammond's during the Hamburglar run. He was 1.79. Now, albeit in double the games, Meriläinen played 10, Hamburglar was 24, but Andrew Hammond's save percentage was .941. That's how good Hammond was. Like, that is an outstanding save percentage. So just a tick over Meriläinen, both of them with 3 shutouts. Meriläinen in 10 games, and again, Hammond with a little bit more. But this is an elite job from the two of them. That said, Pilsy, what are you thinking about Linus Ullmark tonight? What are your expectations? What's your hope? And should we be surprised if it takes him a little while to get back into the rhythm?
I don't think we should be expecting him to need some time to get back into the rhythm, Ross, because I think the Ottawa Senators have been correctly very cautious with him. And it seems like he's been practicing and getting ready for a long time. Maybe that's just the way it seems because we've been anticipating this, and I can't believe how perfect it worked out that, assumingly that he's going to get the start tonight, that this will be his first game back, and I'm going to be boots on the ground on the road in Tampa for it with my road Ullmark jersey, Ross. So,
and you were at the last game that he finished, right? Because he finished the game in Calgary.
Yeah.
Meriläinen played in Vancouver. And then he got injured in the first period against Edmonton.
Yeah, so I mean, it's poetic